Hey folks, it's Lord Zorblat here, and I'm about to do something kind of cool, so I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So I'm probably going to start doing my videos like this, where I've already done something. Here, let me Command S it. I've already done something, and I'll just rewind it and show you what I'm doing. So let's just Command Z this. So basically, I have this field. Oops, Command Shift Z, Command Shift Z. All right. So let's look at it from the top. So let's F it. Guess if you F it and you're not on the, if you're not selected on a part, if you're selected on object or the folder, things don't F. All right, so check it out. So I laid out this pattern. What's this program called? Roblox does, oops, I want to get rid of this one. Roblox does this thing where they do like a lens distortion so you can see more stuff. So right here, it looks like these things are not lined up on each other, but they indeed are. And yeah, I guess I could, no, then I couldn't undo it. All right, yeah, so basically I line these hexes up on top of each other so they all connect. So there's like a start over here. You're going to come in this way and you're going to go through this hex, these hexes. So there's a bunch of different pathways you can take. That was my goal, to try to sort of make a uniform network that expands into a bunch of paths and then coalesces back into a single point at the end. I'll probably put a little output here, a little input here. And the idea is that I'll make this into like a, what do you call it, module. And so then I can put together modules. Like I'll have this one, I'll have the one that I made that's got some spirals in it, and then I'll just be able to like plug and play. Just connect the output of one module to the input of another. And the idea is that I'll have a much more repeatable modular like system of like sort of like how Legos. You buy Legos and they all kind of click together. A system, that's what I call it. So let's get to it. Let's look at it from one of these 3/4 views, and so you can see. Okay, this is me before I started. All right, I was halfway through. So let's Command Shift C it. Boop boop boop. Yeah, so I just sort of positioned them here. Then I was like, one by one, you're going to drop down. Every one will be lower than the previous one, except that one kind of went back up. So let's see, whatever. And so I just keep raising them up off the floor there until they're all, is that it? So this one might be a little too low. So let's pop this one up. And again, I'm using like kind of some standard like values that are easy to work with. So 128 is the distance between two of the little hexes. And again, use numbers like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, whatever. Because then you can subdivide them. And then I think the hexes are, I don't know, maybe they're 64 across. And then I'm doing 32 up and down. So like, or maybe it's 16. It's either, yeah, it's 32. So these drops are like 32 drops. Now I need to go through and, well, let's just run it. So we need to get a spawn. So how do we get the spawn? Let's get one of our other spawns. We'll look for spawn. Now, how do we get that spawn to be over here? That's a very good question. So let's Command D it. We'll call it spawn2. And then we will say spawn2. And this thing here, we'll Command click it, even though you can't see them both. And then we'll do my keyboard shortcut to get the align tool. And we will align it so the spawn2 ends up where that thing is. Boop. And then we will unselect spawn2. So this is why my channel's cool, because these are the kind of things that, oops, we'll just select spawn2. That it's just little tricks like this. Like even if you don't need to build the thing I'm building, I can show you a lot of little hacks to like move stuff around quickly. All right, and then since this one isn't inside any sort of models, we can just click it and drag it up here, and let's Command S this. Then we'll go into Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. If you get really into this, Visual Studio Code is really nice. Although the Roblox IDE looks pretty awesome too. Their own integrated development environment. All right, so let's go find instead. So when you're in Dev, instead of doing spawn 1, so I'm just reassigning this. I'm saying it's this. No, wait, it's this. No, wait, it's this. Active spawn. It's so I can just like go up and down and be like, no, put this one there. It's just a little hacky thing. It's not like elegant programming. So let's see how I consume this. Let's go to config game, and let's move this over here, and Command F this, and we'll look for spawn. Oh no, I'm digressing. I'm doing it again. Here it is. So let's close up some of these. All right, so it says all spawn locations is get every spawn location, and then for all the spawn locations for each of them, if the name of that particular spawn is the name that I set over here as active spawn, then enable that one. If not, disable them. So the result is that it goes and it looks at all these 3 spawns and then figures out the one that's got the right name. And it's just a time saver, so I can spawn in like sort of prescribed locations. All right, this video is getting to 6 minutes. This is not what I wanted. I'm not gonna cry. I am not. No, I'm gonna pause the video. All right, let's do it. So, what in the bright blue blazes have I created? Just like looks different. All right, let's get to it. So, you're running along. There should be letters here. So it's a little too flat. Like you can't see anything beyond this hex. So we'll need to, on the individual hexes. Oh, they are all still packages. So you just run through here, boop, 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 through this one, turn. Now we're converging again. And then this over here is the final one. And actually, this is a really nice pattern because on the interior, well, it's nice because these purple walls aren't real walls, but the red ones are. So until I get my walls a little bit better, you're kind of interiorly, you're not going to fall off. It's just, you know, one of my pet peeves is falling off. So cool. I could, yeah, I don't even need to make bridges. I will just put these under each other so you fall. I could lace these all together with bridges, but for now, I'm kind of in a hurry because I kind of gotta get my demo working. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is for each of these hexagons, I'm going to make a height variance within them. So you start out, the upstream one is higher and they all get lower. And I can do that uniformly. Since it's a package, that will be easy to do. I'll just do it to 1 and it'll populate to all of them. All right, that's your video.